Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Dr. Jack Cohen, dating coach and shadchan. I'd like to share an interesting thought with you today. We all live in a world where everyone's trying to live a long life. The anti-aging industry is in the billions of dollars, selling creams, lotions, and pills so that we can extend our lifespan. Indeed, Moshe Rabbeinu fought mightily with Hashem, offering 515 prayers, begging him to let him live a longer life. My Rabbi, who was one of the great rabbis of the last 100 years, Rabbi Victor Miller, used to tell us, each one of us is assigned a contract from God as to how long we'll live. On that contract, it spells out how many years we will live in this world. But interestingly, on the bottom of the contract is a rider that can change things, where you can live longer than the allotted time or less. So the Gemara in Masechet Yevamot explains that there are three types of people in this world, how it's determined for these three types of people how long they'll live. All of us fall into one of these three categories. A, the person who has extraordinary merit because they served God with incredible diligence. They did a lot of mitzvahs, they performed a lot of kind acts. So those individuals will have more years allotted to them. That rider will be activated for more years. Then comes B, an individual, man or woman, who serves God in a basic good way. They fulfilled their obligations, but didn't have anything heroic or extraordinary in their profile. That person will be able to live the amount of years that was allotted to them. And something fascinating, the Gemara tells us, even if they were careless with their health, it won't affect the amount of years allotted to them. And lastly, C is the person, man or woman, who sins, who disregards the Torah. They will have years taken away from them, and their life expectancy will be shortened. So the question is asked, how can we convince Hashem, how can we convince God to allow us to live a longer life than was allotted to us? And here's the answer. Very interesting. The answer is like this. The Gemara tells us in Masechet Chagigah, there was an extraordinary holy man, a Tana, a rabbi, whose name is Rabbi, who used to be visited regularly by the angel of death. One day the angel of death said to him, hey, Rabbi, today I'm going to go take the life of a woman called Miriam, the hairdresser. I'm going to send one of my agents to go get her life. Here's what happened. The messenger made a mistake and brought back the wrong woman. He killed a woman called Miriam, the kindergarten teacher. So the rabbi said to him, now you have all these extra years of life. What are you going to do with it? So the angel of death says to the rabbi, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go search for someone who was ma'avir al midotav, someone who was insulted or who was embarrassed, and let it go. Someone who wasn't, fussy about his honor or her honor. Such an individual who forgave people readily and easily and allowed insults and embarrassments to fly. I'm going to go search for that person. That's what I'm going to give it to. In another Gemara, it tells us the following story. The Rav Huna, who was a very holy rabbi, was about to die. He was very, very sick. And what happened? Some of his friends came to visit Rav Papa, who was a great rabbi also. And he said, get his burial shrouds ready. He's going to pass away. He's going to die. Suddenly, the rabbi's life took a turn for the better. The illness just went away. So they came and asked him, what happened? He goes, my soul was about to expire. When I went up there and I was able to see what was going on, they brought out my file and they said, okay, take his life. Suddenly Hashem, God came in and intervened, and he said, but this was a man who allowed people to insult him and embarrass him and wasn't fussy about his honor. Let him live longer. And indeed, that's what happened. So here's the secret to the whole recipe. The potion to living longer, ladies and gentlemen, is to allow others to embarrass you, insult you, and not answer back, and forgive them, and be what's called ma'avir mutav. Let it go, and in that merit, you will live a much longer life than you were expected to live. Have a wonderful day.